strong body. Usually we have it on his lunchtime, but because we have it a bit later, he's like, oh, darn shuck. He says some old people shit. But he says he will try to stop by just to say what's up. I want to give a quick shout out to everybody in here before the room gets too big. Uh, I never know how to say this on the True Show. Is it IVV verse?
It's IVVVV. Yeah, I always like say it and I
IVV.
have to like re-say it
But
because
this
it
is yeah. This looks different. Oh my bad, I wasn't following him. This looks different than when I seen it on, because yeah, on YouTube I swear it says IVVVV, but on Twitter here it says IVV verse,
maybe. Oh, I see.
right?
Oh yeah,
Anyways,
maybe
what's
I don't
up
know.
to you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. They just joined Twitter not too long ago. Do you know them? I've only seen them on your stream.
Like
Well, that's someone's burner. It's got to be someone's burner that we know.
maybe they didn't have Twitter. They had like Discord, and then they decided to get a Twitter since there's other stuff happening here. I don't
Yeah,
know.
true.
It's me. I'm on my burner. I'm trying to inflate the numbers to make myself look good.
Wait, it's actually you?
No, it's
Oh
not.
Jesus. Anyways, yeah, because they only follow four people, or they have four followers, so it threw me off. Uh, Whoever you are, welcome. Appreciate you being here. We've got into the verse. I don't know if that's an Nano today, or is it D on another account, or is it Raven? I don't know.
It's a me.
Um, you guys are too mysterious for me. We got Adam in the building. Shankster is here. My guy Geode is in the building. What's up, Fried Labbits? On a Friday, we got Lexi, Waldy, Yayo, Mr. India. We've got MC, but not that MC. It's a different MC. This is Matthews Comics. We've got True Media, Hanano, my guy. We got Dr. Fidgetal. Big shout to Dr. Fidgetal, who is just joined the YouTube world and is absolutely killing it with amazing interviews. I don't know how comfortable he got comfortable so quick. He has a crazy setup. Everything's on point. Like, that put me to shame, actually. We got the biggest bro, my guy. I miss you. We got Omar here. We got Batman who laughs. We got Omi one and Sparty. Party because it's never a party until Sparty gets there. Um, Dia, you already know. I've learned from your show that everyone who's close to biggest bro knows he kind of sucks at messaging people back, especially on Twitter. Maybe he's more of like a different app kind of guy. But I used to, when I used to message biggest bro a lot, I used to feel the way I used to make girls feel when they messaged me a lot. like like yo, like D, you're I don't want to say you're old, but you remember the song with Destiny's Child, like Bugaboo. I don't want to be a
My gosh, yes. I'm old. You can say it. I'm old.
we are we all are, but I don't want to be a bugaboo. But biggest bro made me feel like a bugaboo. I was like, hey, I miss you, just checking in. He messaged me like 2 weeks later. He's like, hey, Emily. But anyways, a bugaboo, a bugaboo. I don't know what's wrong with me. Anyways, it is Friday. We're here to have fun. We're here to chat a little bit about Fanable. Chat. We were gonna add in some because I am learning about things, so I need to ask you guys about some other stuff, and hopefully people want to come up and chat. This is very, very casual today. As always, we got to check in on Slops. Slops said he's just finishing work. Slops, it's an okay week for you. I know you just been all over the place.
Man, I wish it was an okay week for me.
Hmm.
Monday I worked about an 18-hour
God
day,
damn.
and then Tuesday I worked about a 12-hour day. Uh, Wednesday was all right. I worked about an 8-hour day, so it was good. And then Thursday was another 8-hour day. Today will be about a 7-hour day. So
Wait, what time did you start today?
uh, I started 6.
Damn. And
So,
how far is the chicken place from your place?
so the office that I work out of is about a 45-minute drive from my apartment,
Mm-hmm.
and then from there, the farms I had to go to were about another 45
Oh my
minutes.
gosh, bruh.
But I had to test some farms for some sicknesses because my farms are having high mortality,
Mm-hmm.
and because the stigmatism of antibiotics, people being fed antibiotic chickens and
Yeah.
whatnot years ago. My company's moved to be antibiotic free, so pretty much test them, and then we just make them comfortable. And if they die, they die. It sucks because you can't cure them because we have nothing to fight them. Because
Bec-
if we use antibiotics, people get outraged, and if we
oh, and
don't
then
use
people don't want to.
antibiotics, people get
Oh,
outraged because they're just letting chickens die. It's a
yo,
lose
you know,
lose
I've never thought about
situation.
it. I've never thought about it from that angle. Holy shit! Because yeah, no, if you see, this chicken was raised and there was antibiotics or something used on it, no one wants to touch that because yeah, the stigma it has. But on
Yeah,
the other end, a lot more die because they don't have antibiotics. Holy
yeah.
shit!
It's like getting sick with anything. Being a doctor telling you, "Well, that sucks,"
Yeah, here's some water. You
and they
know.
go, "Well, you gonna prescribe me with something?" And they go, "No, no, we're not gonna prescribe you with anything. We're just gonna, you're just gonna deal with your sickness
I've
until it
never,
goes away."
I've never. That's a different side of the
Which I
coin.
think is more cruel than giving them antibiotics. But what do I know? I only have a degree in this.
But the antibiotics that you use are then not good for human consumption, right? Isn't that why?
No, literally. So I had a professor in college
Hmm.
who had who has his own. It's not a chicken farm; it's a cow farm.
Okay, okay.
But he would he would only give the animals antibiotics that he would take. So like he
Okay.
would literally try out an antibiotic before giving it to an animal. And because I saw a video which I wish I had saved it on my phone. It's the epitome of just craziness that goes on with the animal medication versus human medication.
Yeah.
And it was a guy going and getting allergy medication from CVS, and then going and getting the same medication from an animal store. It was an pet allergy medication. That's twice the price for pets, but it's literally the same pill. Literally the same pink pill with the same numbers on it, coming
Hmm.
from the same factory, same active ingredients, same inactive ingredients, exactly the same, just different container.
Yeah.
And that's that's just the crazy part of it is what we used to give chickens in the chicken industry. It was the same type of antibiotics humans consume, anyways. There's nothing special about them. It's the same
Wow.
antibiotic, just it's just literally rather than taking like a doctor prescription,
Hmm.
a doctor writing a prescription for you, they're taking that same prescription and writing it for an animal. That's all it is. That's that's the epitome of the difference.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. And we have Lex here. I don't know if I feel like she grew up on a farm or something. Like, Lex, you're not add anything to this?
I was just going to confirm. He is exactly right. In fact, our vet that we use the most of the medications that get prescribed to any of our animals come straight from our pharmacy. It will be written out in our name with their name like side noted so that they get the dosage right. but they
Hmm.
literally write a prescription out to us. So allergy, any like for sickness or even for like arthritis problems and joint problems, all of my animals get their medicine prescribed from a pharmacy.
Yeah, definitely learn something new every day. And how are you,
It's
Lex?
just
Just
great.
checking in. It's great.
No, we're doing well. We're sort of doing good. The kiddos are sick again, and I think it's going to spread through the house again.
Oh, yeah, most likely. My nephews are sick, and it's so funny because I know I live like through memes, and there's this meme of like, I don't know if it was a fish that was coughing, but it says like little kids when they get sick and they just like cough right on your face. And I was holding my nephew, man. He's been taught, gotta move your arm, blah blah blah. He doesn't care, bro. He looked at me right in the face and just and I was just like, well, I'm not gonna not hug him, so this is it. So I don't know if I'm gonna get sick by tomorrow. We shall see. But yeah, it's the time of year, man. These colds are not gonna and the flus are not gonna stop coming till till like April, I guess. On there. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, huh? Um. Okay. Anyways, enough about chickens and the chicken man. But we do love learning something every day. I just
You learn something every
no,
day.
it really is true. Wanted to quickly say what's up to YouTube and D.
What's up from YouTube?
What's up from YouTube?
I'm screaming.
Mu- Much love to YouTube as always. Just a couple of housekeeping things here. I can see the base kiosk was restocked. The fire kiosk got restocked a couple days ago. Oh, and again, the base kiosk, I think today was restocked. Because I got the
Yes,
notification a couple
sir.
hours ago. Only a few hours ago. And in there, the 1999 Pokemon game Charmander Steve Aoki number 46 PSA 10, and we got our 2019 Pokemon SM Black Star promos Armored FA Mewtwo SM228. That's a PSA 8, and actually this goes right into what I wanted to ask you, Slops, because you're a card guy, and I know D's getting into it too. What did you guys think about that Logan Paul card? Do you think there's funny business
I
going
put a
on?
little bit of what I felt on the on the Discord.
Mm-hmm.
I think that guy got scammed. I'm gonna be completely
Mm-hmm.
honest. I think he got scammed. I don't think that card's that
Yeah,
valuable. It's the Logan Paul effect, where everything will go up
the
that he
hype. Yeah,
touches, just for it to crash down
yeah.
later. It's like there was a Charizard, a first edition Charizard
Mm-hmm.
10 that sold for like a little less than $1 million, and just
Wow.
like earlier this month,
Yeah.
another one, exact 10, it's also a 10, sold for like half a million less. So it's one of those things. I think it's the Logan Paul
Mm-hmm.
effect. It follows the hype, and then it's going to come crashing down, because anything Logan Paul touches eventually comes back down.
What do you think, D? Can I agree?
I agree. Can't really talk.
Oh no, no, you're good.
Come
You're
back to
good.
me.
Yeah. Lex, did you pay attention to that thing that was happening?
Yeah, I do. And I agree that like what he was saying, like everything he does touch, it does kind of come down. In fact,
Mm-hmm.
I was really skeptical of him doing it.
Yeah.
But I do think it's cool the price that it did go for. Like, don't get me wrong, props to that.
Yeah, at the end of the day, the market decides, and if someone wants either wanted to be scammed or they're using it as some kind of promo for something, because I think that guy is gonna use it as a promo for something. The price is the price. Or whoever's willing to pay for it. Now, if that guy wanted to go that high, it goes that high. But I'm with you guys. It's just I've always there's this weird sour taste about Logan Paul. Just if actually people who are if others were in here, I'd be telling them like if you are really mad at the price of Omi being how down it is, actually the first person to super pump it was Logan Paul. People don't even know. People don't even know that. Yeah. Oh, D, you didn't know that?
No.
Oh,
No.
yo, yeah, guys. Logan Paul was paid. Was a paid shill. This wasn't by David and Dan, but they used to have another partner who was more on the Comey side, and that guy paid Logan Paul and Logan Paul's friend, I forget his name, and another YouTuber named BitBoy. So most people might know
Oh, big
BitBoy.
boy. Yeah.
He's kind of went crazy now, but
Yeah.
so when I found Vivi, I remember watching the Logan Paul podcast, and he was in there faking like he just found this token, and we didn't know for sure till later on, but I'll tell you guys. So he's interviewing his friend on the show, and they both go, "Oh my gosh, sometimes we're on the same kind of tokens," and his friend goes, "What do you mean? You know about the like Disney whatever token?" And Logan Paul's like, "You know about the OMI, the OMI token? Oh my god!" And they start
Oh
screaming.
God.
It was so fake, but it looked real at the time, right? Because they're both shocked, like, "Oh my god, altcoins." They're like, this one has so much potential, honestly. The OMI. Oh my god! And they went all crazy, and that was the first time it's super pumped. And then the dude on YouTube named BitBoy did the same thing. Hey, this OMI token, blah blah blah. They got all these licenses. It's about to go crazy. These were the two most popular people in crypto at the time, so it made the price shoot up like never seen before. So some people are still mad at David and Dead now. I don't even think they know what actually caused that first pump. Yeah.
Hmm. Interesting.
When you hear people say like David G was in like court cases for a long time, and it just ended like not too long ago. That was with what was with that old partner who was he was doing these things with these influencers trying to pump the token, where David and Dan wanted to just build it up slowly. But yeah, that's how I remember Logan Paul. And then there's like 10 other scammy things he did in crypto. So when I saw this Pikachu thing, I mean this Pokemon thing, I'm like, you know what? It just smells like something in the background, like they're hyping it. There's a whole show on. There's a live stream. I bet you this is to build hype, and there's something scammy about it. Um, but yeah,
Yeah, I think if it was gonna be a real one, you would have seen like a real like
hmm
billionaire that is well known who would have bought it. Like you would have seen like Kevin O'Leary, who's like huge into collecting
yeah.
cards. You would have seen him go after it, but it's some unknown guy that just bought it, and there are rumors saying that he bought it because he wanted to meet Logan Paul.
Oh man, I don't think you need that much.
Which is really sad if you're wanting to meet somebody so morally broke.
Yeah. I'm gonna see. Maybe he's just a son of like a super rich person. No.
I didn't do any research into it. I'm just spewing what I read on Twitter.
Oh, this is Anthony. Okay, I knew that last name. So this guy who bought it is AJ Scaramucci, which is the son of Anthony Scaramucci, who used to be, I think he used to be in politics or something, but super rich dude. That makes sense now because I was like, that name is so random. I'm like, it has to have something to do with this old guy back in the day named Scaramucci. I know he like owned some like big fund too, but I remember him being bitch slapped by Trump, if I'm not mistaken, back in the day. But and then he came to crypto. Okay, so yeah, that's his douchebag son. Okay, okay. Maybe there's something there. We shall see. Aside from the restocks, Sloppy, what have you been doing for Fanable? Are you still obviously you're just running the Discord, but anything with purchasing, anything like that going on that you're doing?
It's been a quiet week.
Hmm.
I'm gonna be honest. Haven't the team's building, kind of ironing out some flaws in the
Yeah,
system. Uh, they hit me up when they were buying some of the collectibles I recommended to them. So hopefully that's a good sign, and they decide to buy them so we can get some One Piece into the Power Kiosk. Uh, but I mean, overall, I haven't really.
yeah. We can have slow weeks. That's fine. I'm
Yeah, it's just a slow week,
yeah, and
which was
I'm kind of
good
thinking
for me because I had such a busy
exactly
week,
is that
just
with
with
your
my
other
normal
job, then
work.
it makes sense that you get a bit of a break there too. Now I know part of the reason they're being quiet is also whatever they're working on with base, on the base side, since everything is live there now. So even me, I was trying to reach out to be like, hey, we need to find something out. So hopefully they're gonna update us soon, and we'll know exactly what's happening. I
Yeah,
know you can't say too much on that side, but um,
yeah.
mhm.
They gave me a list of things that they were doing. I was like, this is awesome. Like I was reading it all. I was like,
And they're
cool.
like, don't
And
mention
then
it.
at the end, he's like, by the way, you can share none of this. And I was just like, I literally asked you for stuff I can share
Mhm.
on Fanable Friday.
Mhm.
Why would you give me a list of things and be like, by the way, don't share any of this?
They, yeah, when they tell you, I guess to tell us a couple of the things off the list, that'll be nice. But yeah, it sucks having to wait.
Yeah,
Actually, whenever I talk to anyone who works at Vivi, they say the hardest part is when you have to know something that's like on the schedule, and you'd be fired if you mentioned it to the community. And they're like, you guys don't know how much that sucks because we just want to be happy with you, but you can't. It could mess up, it could mess up deals with the IP. It could mess up, team the way they want to roll things out with the marketing. But what a
yeah.
nice problem to have.
Uh, I'm a certified yapper, so it's hard for me to like just shut up.
Did you
Like
warn them?
I talk too
Yeah,
much.
you gotta warn them not to. They're like, hey, anytime you don't need to tell me something, don't tell it to me.
That's what I originally told them, and they're just like, okay, we won't. And then they immediately start telling me things, and then go, don't tell
Can't
the
say anything.
community
Yeah,
though. Not yet, not yet, not yet. And I'm just like, come on, man, we gotta have something. But no, it's a quiet week this week. We're preparing for takeoff.
yeah.
You know, we're we're trying to get more collectibles in. We one feature I guess I can talk
Hmm.
about because we've kind of done it is we started automating like uh, the uh, the restocking feature. So like the guy that helped does the restock. So the process was we would manually restock everything. So like we'd need like a list. We'd have a list of like say we need like $20 items, $30 items, and keep going up or something. And we would manually move all these assets over to the kiosk, and then uh, we would average it out manually and make sure our averages is
Hmm.
right because the average should always be close to what the cost is.
Yes.
Um, and then I or back when Sergio was here, Sergio would create a tweet, a video, a Discord announcement, a uh, just all the stuff, and then we would schedule a time for it to go live, and then we would shoot out the messages at that time, the announcements. I mean, not the messages, but now it's a little bit more automated where I have to create the announcements and all that good stuff. I probably should create videos for the announcements, but I don't have the time. So I just grab pictures of the top two chases and blast it to y'all so y'all can see it. Because on one hand, I feel like the videos are cool, but I feel like people just really want to see what the chases are. So I just started doing the
Yeah.
pictures. And the automation part now is we have, I don't know if it's an algorithm or if it's an AI, but we have like a button now that will generate, uh, that will grab all the assets
Mm-hmm.
for us and do the averaging for us, and it'll be like, this is what we can do. Do you approve? And then either approve it or disapprove
Damn.
it. I don't know why we would disapprove it, but it does all the math for us, so we don't all the automated labor in the. So it's just a few clicks to the button,
Yeah.
so we can restock faster now.
That's really,
So
actually, that's really
that's
good.
a
Yeah.
positive. It's now we just need people awake when it sells out, pretty much. So
And are most of the team in the US, I'm guessing, pretty much?
I would say about half the team is in the
Hmm.
U.S. and half the team's in Europe.
Well, actually, shouldn't that, yeah, that might pretty much cover the whole day, no?
Uh, yeah, but the
Hmm.
European team usually works during uh, uh, the American hours, usually.
Oh, okay. Because so it's pretty much, it's mostly kind of the same thing. So still, when people are asleep, they're
Yeah,
asleep on both sides. Okay.
there's a little bit of a downside too to the European
Hmm.
side because they get European and U.S. holidays, so they get like
Shit.
the really nice, comfortable job. Like if there's like a President's Day or
Yeah.
something, they'll have President's Day off while while you know and they'll I don't know any exclusive European holidays off the top of my head, but I know there's been European holidays that they've taken off,
Yeah.
and then we'll hit a U.S. holiday like the following week, and they'll also have that off. And it cracks me up because I'm just like, man, you're living the good
Yeah. I
life to
love
have
that. You get both.
both off.
And it's funny because I guess a lot of the
But
Canadian ones are, even if it's a different name, it'll be on the same day as the American ones. So we're kind of still sharing the day. Like you guys just had President's Day.
don't
Um,
you have like Boxing Day or something instead?
no, President's Day. We call it Family Day. That was like last week or something, right?
Family Day, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Boxing Day is the day after Christmas. It's really random, and I never knew that wasn't in the U.S. till I came to Spaces. Because that's very big in Canada and also very big in the UK. So it was just
What exactly do you do on Boxing Day?
it's
Like,
pretty much like Black Friday. Like there's a bunch of sales going on.
oh, okay,
It's yeah,
okay,
you know, companies they'll make something like it was 89.99. They'll change the sticker to say 100, and then cross it off and say 89.99 on sale, and people are like, oh my god, it's a sale, you know. So
yeah.
yeah, a lot of companies just cheap that way.
The old Black Friday switcheroo.
Yeah, man. But yeah. Anyways, Dee did have her hand up a while back, but maybe we covered whatever she was gonna say. We'll wait for her.
I do have some questions from YouTube, and there's a good turnout on YouTube today.
Shout out to YouTube
out.
again. Happy Friday.
Shout out YouTube.
Sending you guys so much love out there. Dee, you go ahead.
Okay, so one question is, can I now? Maybe you kind of answered this. Can I now transfer from one account to another since we're now migrated to base, or that's still in the works?
So you can't directly migrate. So like we don't offer trading. I never really understood why. I was told that there's something in the back end in our system that doesn't allow that, and that it was being worked on, and then it kind of quietly just like people stopped talking about it, and I've asked about it, and I haven't really heard too much about it. I know every time we want to work on something, there's always a bigger issue. Like every time we want to work on the smaller issues, a bigger issue pops up. So, but what you can do to get around that is you withdraw it to your base account, and you then get your transfer. You get the transfer in address for the other account, and you transfer it in. So it's kind of a roundabout way of doing it, and that's the most official way of doing it right now. There's no direct transfers. We can't do that. Not yet, anyways.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that
Maybe
that
I'll
should
check
become
that out.
it should become something they can do like direct. I would think, unless they tell us like some other reason why not. But it's early.
I know part of I know well I know one reason is they also, you can, that would be a way to avoid buying and selling on the platform. And
Oh.
I know for a while they were trying to work out how to like do that, allow transfers in without, or direct transfers without, people just gaming the system.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
if we,
That's always the issue at the end of the day.
to be blunt, it would really hurt our platform if people just started transferring their assets to each other and doing transactions off platform.
Yeah.
Right.
Because how would we pay the bills then?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that makes sense.
There would need to be some sort of like fee as well, like be able to do that.
Yes.
Yeah. Got it. Okay.
You have another one there, D?
Yeah. So another one is when can I use my account sales for new purchases? I'm Canadian and have a sitting balance from selling my items.
Oh, I thought that works now.
Yeah, that's cheap. Unless it's the sales balance from before.
So if it's the one from
we
before, then they would need to cash it out, right? And then put it back.
Yeah, they would need to cash it out, because we had to find a, Stripe doesn't allow it, so we had to find a way to work with Stripe to enable it within their terms of service. So the way we have now is like, it doesn't backdate anything from before.
Okay, so
because it's, yeah, so like whenever we had this system change, I don't remember the month. It's been what, like 6 months, 7 months maybe. So sorry, I don't remember the date off the top of my head, but when we changed the system, it allowed transactions from that moment going forward. So if you have like sold comics from like the drops, like when we were doing drops and stuff,
Hmm.
that money from that period of time will have to be withdrawn.
Okay, I think
So,
that's pretty straightforward. But D, hopefully they're listening that after that, because I'm Canadian too, so that was an issue. But tell them after that you will be fine to use the balance because now I'm able to use it whenever I have some in there. So they did. We were waiting for that for a while, and it finally was kind of fixed up. So just take out this last bit, and then you're good to go.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Hmm. No problem. I don't know if there was another one there, D.
Yeah, there's another one. And I
Hmm.
before I ask the next one, um for like tax purposes, or if you're trying to figure out your all your transactions on the Fanable app, you can go to what do you call it? The drop down for wallet. Then once you're in your wallet, there's an option for either withdrawal or Stripe account. Click on Stripe account, and that will take you to like another tab that has more of like a breakdown of all your transactions, and you can export that.
oh, I didn't know that. Good for me.
Testing for science, testing purposes.
That is
Um,
really good, D.
yeah, just because it's like tax season, right?
Hmm.
Like right now.
Gotta love tax
Yep,
season.
that. Yep. The,
No comment.
the next question is, when advertising for the project, competitors are showing up on YouTube ads. When are we gonna see Fanable do that? So advertising.
That's a good
Hmm.
question that I sadly don't have the answer to. Every time I'm told soon, it gets
Yeah.
it gets pushed back. Um, we've had so many advertising agencies we've contacted,
Hmm.
and a lot of them don't want to touch us with a 10-foot pole because we're Web3, or B, give us a plan, tell us, hey, we can do that. And then when we go, great, we want that plan, they go, yeah, but I know we gave y'all this plan for advertising and telling y'all how we're gonna do it, but let's like do something completely different.
Oh man.
And then they go back on wanting to do what we wanted, and then discussions break down because of it. Because now we're like, no, we want this, and they're just like, but no, you want this. Like, we had an advertising agency that told us they could advertise exactly like Courtyard, and then they tried to get us to buy sponsorships with cooking YouTubers, like chefs
What?
on YouTube. And we're just like, no, we don't want that. And we want the original plan.
Yeah.
And they just like ghosted us because we didn't want to do that.
Wow.
So we're trying to find an advertising agency that actually wants to,
Do proper work.
do proper
Hmm.
work and stick around for, have us stick around for the long term. And I know us not advertising is essentially hurting
Hmm.
us, but it's also like we're just trying to find the right advertising agency. I've been pushing for that, and I've been pushing for a lot of things, but it's just like sometimes I feel like when I push something, I'm screaming into a black void.
Yeah, and I know you're just like a go getter. You want things to just happen. Like let's go. We got this thing. Let's do
Yeah,
it. But yeah, and this business moves a little bit slower. But I'm
yeah. Businesses need to move faster for me
yeah.
because I'm not a slow
That's not
person.
how. That's not how it
I
works.
may walk slow, but everything's fast paced for me.
Yeah. Yeah. So hopefully that's also something they can figure out soon. But I think even though they're not ready for this, when they are, I think even I would say You know, the amount of hype we got with the community thinking of the logo. I would love you know, a lot of ads you see nowadays is actually just regular people ripping packs like made into an ad, right? On YouTube Shorts and on
Yeah,
Instagram Stories. They could do something like that with the community. I think that would even be like super um, effective, you know. So yeah,
yeah.
that's the thing I would slide by their way as well. You'd be very people would be surprised how well that kind of marketing works, you know, not just the old school like, hey, let's put some like weird ad in a paper or some online, you know, online forum
Let's have a
blog
guy on
thing.
the side of the street with a
Yeah,
megaphone.
yeah, yeah, like you could actually
Go to Fanable.
you could think some cool stuff and that'll work. And I want people to remember that they actually had a really big ad. You know, you remember this, Slops, but the dude in the ad, I forget what he did. He had some crazy allegations.
No, it was one of the men that played
Hmm.
Superman. And he decided to get all political,
Yeah. Was he like a super trumper or something?
and it was just like we don't want to divide our community. We're not here. We're not left or right. We're collectors. Like
Yeah.
we're
What was the dude's name?
it doesn't matter what your politics are as long as you want to collect comics. But we're not here to talk about politics. We're here to talk about comics or cards
Do you remember the
or
guy's name?
Dean
Dean
something.
Kane. That's it.
Dean Kane, yeah.
Bro, that shit killed me.
And he just he I'm like I was so like annoyed with that. I was just like, you got to be kidding me. Like
Yeah, guys, it's not even like
no
this is legit. I saw the ad. Like I know Sloppy obviously saw the ad. He was on the team, but I
Just
just
enough to say Dean Kane.
yeah, yeah, yeah. John, I don't know if you ever saw the ad with Dean Kane.
No, I actually didn't see the
Yeah,
promo
so
of that.
he literally had a Fanable ad, bro. It was right there, about to launch and get pushed like crazy. And then he came out and I don't know what crazy political stuff he started saying, but
It was
yeah.
on the
he was
conservative
pro
side. Yeah.
ice.
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah.
And it was
And I remember Sergio was
right
like,
before
"Come on,
the
man."
movie too. Yeah, it was right before the more left leaning James Gunn movie. So the
Hmm.
timing couldn't have been worse because it was DC and
Yes.
Superman coded. Because
Yeah.
everyone only remembers Dean King for Superman. So when you get him not vibing with what DC is about to put out there in the summer, I think that's what was happening. You know what I'm saying? Now,
Yeah.
regardless of whether you agree with him or don't agree with him, that's one thing. But the timing of the misalignment with what DC as a company was doing at the time was unfortunate. That's what I would say. I would say, look, 50% of the people are one aisle, 50% are on the other aisle, and they both read Superman. But
Yeah. Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know, but Dean's personal views on it were not, um, you know, not going along with corporate at the time. Let's just put it that way. And so, yeah, it's understandable that Fanable decided not to go that way because they want to stay apolitical. They just want to talk comic books, and that's totally fine. You know,
Yeah.
and look, and then the flip is true too. You know how many people found that Absolute Batman annual was divisive because it showed Absolute Batman choking down an ICE agent? You know,
Hmm.
half the people loved it, half the people hated it. You know, totally understand. But you know, that issue sold a hell of a lot of copies because there was a lot of controversy. But the last thing you want when you're launching a company and getting eyeballs for first impressions is controversy. And I think that's really what's going on here. So I think Fanable was correct in kind of laying that down, not because what he as a person is evil or what he said is wrong, but just that I don't think that was the right push for the first impression to put out for all the populace to see when it comes to a subject matter that is not political. It's about collecting, right? So there you go.
Yeah.
What's up, John? I got a really awesome slab on Fanable from John.
Oh yeah, I wanted to ask. Oh man, you bring my points.
Oh, hey, I just
I
wanted
wanted
to
to ask
say
about that.
thank you to Millie and thank you to Dee for retweeting that, by the way. And I think that's the way that Zozo was able to locate those labs. And honestly, I had to apologize to Slops because I think I bugged him for like 2 months straight, saying, "Oh, you know,
It's all
we,
good. I'm
but
sorry we couldn't buy your
it's all
slabs,
right.
dude.
It's all right.
I'm sorry.
No, but within 1 week after saying, okay, let's go a different route, because
Hmm.
Fanable, and to Fanable's credit, what does Fanable allow you to do? List on your own in the
Hmm.
marketplace, right? That's what
Hmm.
you're able to do. So I listed it all on my own in the marketplace. You know, advertised it on socials, and bada bing, bada boom. They're basically all gone, right? I think there might be 2 left, but it was a really welcome push after the decision was made, and honestly, it couldn't have happened without the help of like Million and D and Ocean Media helping that out. So I really do appreciate that. As just like a private individual selling his comics, that was
Love
very
that.
welcome. Yeah, thank you so much. And D, yeah, like definitely enjoy that. Absolute Wonder Woman in good health. Like, people talk about Absolute Batman all the time and shooting up and all that stuff, but who won the Eisner? Absolute Wonder Woman won the Eisner for best comic of that year, right? Not Batman. So I think in the long run, you're going to start seeing more interest in that world. And actually, even monetary wise, people are starting to come back for Absolute Wonder Woman, and they're starting to see increases in prices for that imprint. Same goes for Absolute Superman, but Absolute
Hmm.
Wonder Woman is actually number 2 in terms of secondary sale interest for the Absolute Universe. So yeah, never hurts to have a copy of that. Like, I think that's Nor number 1, right? That's the first edition, first copy of that. So yeah, enjoy it in good health, and better days ahead.
Let's go, man. Shout out to Johnny Boy. And actually, before I forget, because we have to close around 3 o'clock. It's another show. Please write. Very simple. You have to like and retweet and put Fanable Fridays hashtag Fanable Fridays in the comments. Go do that, guys. People, some people are smart. They get it done right away. But yeah, just in case you didn't think about that, do not forget. Go put in hashtag Fanable Fridays, and um, I will run a giveaway before we get out of here, and D will also do one.
I just
CG,
jumped into the space, so thank you for that reminder. And
yes,
if I
sir.
do win, that tells you that it wasn't pre-planned, because I literally just heard it 2 seconds ago, and
Let's
you
go.
followed. There you go.
And D, of course, Shankster, Montreal actor, Mr. India, name's still killing me. Saloni, we got Ronnie, Lido, Yo Yo Yo. Viviverse, we've got Geode. Good to see you, Geode. Geode won my Vivi giveaway the other day, I believe. Um, and then yeah, we could do that. Go ahead, D.
Oh, sorry, just real quick. I don't know if you can tell us this, Slops. Regarding the base chain, is there a fee to transfer to base? There might be, right? Like a gas fee, transfer fee.
Oh,
And
You mean like transferring, like withdrawing, or what do you mean fee?
is there a fee to transfer to base? I'm assuming that. Part of their question is also, can I self custody and re-put it back in Fanable? Can I self custody sealed packs also if I have low mint?
So yeah, you can self custody your collectibles. That's why we went to base. Uh, it doesn't matter if it's a pack, a comic, a case, a card. Uh, I believe anything you can withdraw can be self custody. There's no fee to withdraw your collectibles. There might be a fee transferring them back in though, because we
and
don't.
it is
Right.
base, so like it's next to nothing.
Yeah, this
It's
is
like less than
very
a penny.
diminished. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's right.
so they'll be all right either way because it's not regular Ethereum. That's a good question, though.
Gotcha.
But if you can self custody your pack or whatever, doesn't that mean you could, or your comp, whatever, doesn't that mean you could send it to someone else?
I mean,
Yeah,
this is what I did with the old
technically, that's
one.
what I was saying before. Is you can't directly transfer. You can't take the transfer in address of a person's profile
Mm-hmm.
and directly transfer the cards over in the Fanable app or in the Fanable website. You have to withdraw it.
Oh, to your wallet, and then you can do it.
Yeah, and then do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But is there a fee for them to withdraw it into their wallet?
No.
So isn't that just, wouldn't that make people cheat the system? Like withdrawing it and then sending it to their friend?
I
Oh,
mean,
I think I'm missing something.
it's a roundabout. It's a harder way of doing it if you want to mess with your the
Yeah,
blockchain and all that. Web3.
that's a dick move, but that's what people do here.
Yeah, you never know. Maybe good to find out.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, technically, can't you take, like, let's say that absolute anonymity, right? Let's say you want to take it off the app and you want to put it into a private wallet, right? So you send it to a base wallet, right? Like, let's say Coinbase wallet, right? So it gets shipped over there. It costs nothing to get it out of the ecosystem. Now it's sitting in your Coinbase wallet. Now you can do a couple things with it, right? You could just like send it to another wallet of yours, let's say like a cold wallet, and just sit it there forever, right? And it just is represented by zeros and ones, right? Or you could transfer it to, like, say me, right, to my Coinbase wallet. And then what I will do with it is that I pay a very nominal layer 2 gas fee, which is almost like a penny or something like that, to put it back into Fanable. And what's waiting for me back in Fanable is like, oh, I recognize this thing. And then it'll get kind of reattached to the scan of the vaulted physical slab that's still with Fanable, right? And then boom, now it's in my account, right? So that's a transfer that Millie was talking about. That yes, it is possible to do that. Or you could take that that is now in your personal private wallet, and you could put it on, I guess, OpenSea or something, right? You could sell it for $3 million, right? And someone could buy it from you. And then once it's in their wallet, they can reintroduce it back into Fanable, and boom, it reattaches, I guess, to the vaulted slab. And let's say they want that physical slab, they can have paid the $28 or whatever it is, and have it shipped to them, and then they have the physical slab. All that transaction can actually occur outside of Fanable before it comes back in, right? So,
Yes.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah. Although I wouldn't go around going to OpenSea right now because we don't have a verified what is it? A verified contract address with them. So anybody could make a look-alike and sell a fake product to you. So I'd be careful with that.
Yeah, once it leaves the closed ecosystem, I don't think Fanable is responsible for what happens to that thing once it hits your private wallet. What you do or do not do with it is up to the
Yeah.
pirates on OpenSea, so to speak, right? So, but if it does make it back here and is legit and makes it back here in one piece, Fanable will recognize it and will be able to kind of reattach it back to the vaulted physical slab that's ready to identify back with it. So I
Yes.
think that won't be an issue.
Yeah, because we track the collectible where it goes and we track it from the time it's created to the time it's redeemed, if it's ever redeemed.
And I'll tell you,
So
there's one
if it goes to
problem.
1,000 different addresses, we know every 1,000 addresses it goes to.
Let's say it transacts to like 15 billion wallets and makes $13 million outside of Fanable. You actually don't get any kind of like, what do you call it, royalties on it, unless you make some kind of smart contract deal like with OpenSea, which you can do, or
Yeah, we
even
can do.
Magic it in. You can do that if you want, but is Fanable gonna pay you? No. So it has to stay within the closed ecosystem and be sold on the Fanable marketplace, and then for it to be sold back and forth for you to earn the Fanable royalties, right? Once you have it leave the ecosystem and go into your private wallet, it breaks that chain, so to speak. And so even if that very same token comes back and is attached to the same slab, it doesn't matter. It starts the clock fresh again, and you won't get any royalties off the thing unless you sell it again.
We got D with a question.
Okay.
Yeah, so the chats on YouTube says yes, enable OpenSea transactions. That would be dope. Register yourself with OpenSea Fanable, please. And then another suggestion, they should do a flat transfer in and out fee with the warning. Once you remove it, they aren't responsible for any issues.
I think there is a warning that basically I believe, at least there used to be, and it was when we were on Epic. It basically says like, hey, that you're doing this at your own risk. You could lose your asset.
Mm-hmm. Maybe just a mental note to check if it's on base, like no one overlooked, kind of forgot to put that thing back there.
I'll check this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, display is a great idea.
John, remember
and
when
we are actually trying to register with OpenSea. That's something I was told that we're trying to actively do. So we're doing our
That
best.
would be amazing.
Nice.
So you could stay within the ecosystem, get continued paid royalties through the ecosystem, but you take advantage of the larger population, who is available in OpenSea to look at your products and buy, sell, and actually transfer. Because as you know, OpenSea allows for transfers as well. That would be very interesting. What integration would look like if you have that connect through the closed ecosystem and kind of pierce the veil, so to speak, and have more OpenSea integration. Like PSA does a little bit of that, but it's not. I wouldn't consider it like full. It's more of a consignment kind of deal. But yeah, since Fanable is much more kind of tech oriented, I can see them taking more advantage of a connection to OpenSea more than say PSA does with eBay, for instance, right? So yeah, I would love to see how that looks.
Oh yeah.
Okay, real quick, just a suggestion from the chats, and then one last question. I know you got to go. If Fanable create a verified account with OpenSea, they need not to worry about fake sales, as they will have the real name, royalty, and more people just like Elmon X. And then the last question is, are rewards still a thing?
As I'm eating a chip, I hope y'all can hear it.
Don't.
It's
disgusting, man. But yes, please go ahead
just for Omilli. I did it just for Omilli.
Answer the people.
So depends on what you're talking about. Rewards. Are you talking about royalties or those reward points? The points are still going. I don't know. I don't have any knowledge about that. I have said I am upset with how they're handling this, and I've let that known very widely. And I'll even say it here publicly. I do not like how the Collect Foundation is operating. They are just not communicating effectively. And they're leaving Fanable out in the dust right now. It's not okay.
Every other sentence on Discord is like what's happening with these collect points and Collect Foundation, and poor Slops has to say, I don't know. Please ask them.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with us. It's not at the stage yet where Collect has this act together where Slops can go, here's a direct link for the FAQ, and here's the steps you can do to start getting this points rolling in, and here's how it's connected to the Fanable side and the collectible side. He can't say any of that, so it must be very frustrating his side as well to have to keep saying the default, go ask them, I don't know anything.
Yeah.
Which is
it's frustrating, but I understand, especially because a lot of new people coming in going, what about the points? And I'm like, soon. Because literally that's all I'm told. I'm told ... soon. Or tell them to wait. And I'm like, I'm not just gonna be like, yo, the team said wait.
The team is kind of thinking more Web 2 because that's how it works there, but they do have to slowly understand this is a completely different animal. And, we just got to be patient because
Yeah.
all the change is going on, right? So that's
Well,
why
there's a separate
I give them
team.
the
There's the
time.
Fanable team, and then there's the Collect Foundation team.
Yeah,
Most
and that team is I don't know. Like I don't know why they don't have AMAs and really talk about the token and talk to the people who are in the Discord asking all these questions. You could easily do an AMA and get a lot of that done.
They even had
Um,
one. I can't even think of one. Like the
yeah,
initial. No.
no, no. Um,
Yeah,
yeah, I don't know.
I'm working on it though, guys, because I've told them several times. I was like, they either need to just like talk more, or they need to communicate with us so we can talk.
Yeah, exactly.
Or they could drop the whole idea, fire all of them, so that the overall Fanable team could just focus on, what is actually making a profit for these guys, which is on the collectible side. Let's be honest.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't know how. I don't understand the economics of that business, I should say. But I'm
Yep,
also
save
not a
some
business
salary.
guy, so like
Mhm.
maybe I just need to widen my mind, open my mind, as some people may say.
No,
So
honestly, it reminds me a lot of that VV versus Omi talk,
Hmm.
And at some point, you
Yeah.
were just like, if Omi's dead, just say Omi's dead. Fire
Mm.
everybody. Forget it ever existed. Forget the token even does anything in the pack if it does anything. And then just like go with your bread and butter, which is obviously the collectible side, and the VV side, and focus on that and celebrating your wins and new victory laps at the Comic Cons. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
and D23 and things like that. Just have that be the thing you talk about. Like the last thing you want right now is to try to say you're kind of pivoting into Web3 and kind of or trying to get into tokenization when it's just not working. The message is not working, and the mechanism is not just kind of sinking in. So I think Fanable would be best just to kind of drop the whole collect coin, and then just to focus on like their cards
Well,
and
no,
their
don't be an
comics
armchair
and
CEO
collectibles.
though. Don't be John. Do not be an armchair CEO
Do
because
you
the,
see them making money over there? I don't.
no, no, but that's the thing. Just because they haven't done that yet doesn't mean they don't have the plans. That's what we want to hear first, right? We want to hear the actual plans on what they're going to be doing and some kind of I don't even care about like a proper roadmap, but just give us the vision of what you're trying to do. Before I hear that, I think it's tough to say drop the whole thing. And I think it's more than just them dropping it. I think there's some kind of deal going on there. So I would say we gotta once again be patient so Slops can figure this out and get us some kind of AMA or something with that team so we can know exactly what's happening on the collect side instead of just saying drop it because if the token did work, if they figured it out properly, it could be very good for everyone. So I think it's unfair to just say drop it right away. But I'd
well, it's
say
too
they
late
need
to
to
drop it.
yeah,
They've
they need to
watched
figure
it.
something out. They definitely need to
Ugh.
figure something out. And you don't have to touch it. It's like back in the day just like you said with Omi. When we used to ask Alex, he's like, "I'm on the Vivi side. I don't know anything about Omi. Like, it's not my thing. You got to go talk to Reese or whoever, right?" So it's kind of the same thing I see here. But let's wait and let's focus on what we got going on. Just like Sergio used to say, just like Slop says, let's focus on this collecting side of the actual stuff. I did do my giveaway and I'm already late, so I have to run. Um, and my winner is AZNX Wolfie. I want
Hey,
to say
we'll
that.
Oh,
see.
Asian Wolfie, I know him.
I want to say Asin, right?
Asian
You can call him
Wolfie.
Asian Wolfie.
Asian. Yeah.
Congrats, man.
Yo, back in the day, every Asian dude had the AZN in the front of their names. When I was like in the forums, forums for music and stuff like that. They always had the AZN there. So shout out to my
Yeah,
guy
Asian
Asian,
Wolfie's
man.
from the back out. Check it out. He has a back out on right
Yes.
now. So kudos to
Yes.
you. Old school.
Shout out Asian, man. D, you want to run yours and send that screenshot off to Slops? I do see that the person who won last week actually posted, which is Sham. So Sham, congrats, my guy, Mr. India. Um, and I'm hoping everyone should have received their giveaways now that they won the last couple of weeks. If you haven't yet, hit me up and we can try to track it. But Sham was the last person to win, so
Yeah,
I think
don't yell
everyone
at me.
should be
I'm
okay.
fragile.
No, they won't. They won't.
Man, I'm
Congrats
fragile.
to
I can't
on
handle yelling
YouTube.
at me.
Oh,
Mhm.
sorry.
Don't worry about Sloppy. He's just yapping. Yeah, I know what he's talking about. He's just you do your thing.
Wow.
I'm just gonna mute you, Sloppy. Okay.
Wow.
On YouTube, our winner for the giveaway is VV Manager. Congrats.
Oh, congrats for your manager.
Ooh.
I gotta ask, John, how are you able
Sure.
to chat right now, like without
Technically, I'm not
whispers?
supposed to.
You're in the bathroom?
I should be, but I'm kind of in the hallway.
Oh shit! All right,
It's
well,
going from room to room.
I can't cut into my
See,
good
now you
friends.
made me self-conscious, and now I'm going back to the whisper
Bro,
mode.
I want to look out for you, bro. I want to look out for you. You're not doing the ASMR. It threw me off.
Hopefully
Guys,
it'll
thank you
be
so
back to
much.
normal time next week. I'm gonna try.
Yes, Sloppy will update. He'll update me, and
Yeah.
then I'll set the reminder. But we do like having you here and focus. So it's as long as it works. But yeah, and thank you for taking the time, John. Lexi, who was here earlier, always Dean Hanano, Raven, and Biggest Bro, True Media, helping us be on YouTube. I feel like way more professional now that I can say we are live on here and on YouTube. Shout out to you guys. Thank you, D, as always.
No problem, Millie. Thank you for the space.
No problemos. We'll catch you at Aloha Fridays yesterday. Anybody who's bored right now, jump into Jay's space for the bus stop. And then we got Aloha Fridays later on. Before I forget, D, what is happening at Aloha Fridays?
We're gonna be talking with VB fam, Eddie Brown. That's at 6 p.m. PST.
Oh, nice. Okay, dope. Chicken Man, we'll catch you later. John, actually, John, anything
Catch you later.
you want
I
to
just
plug
have
here?
two quick things. One is just is Mahalo Joe's avatar in relation to Sloppy's chicken-related field of study? Is that why? Because
No, not at all.
Okay, totally unrelated. Okay, that's the first question.
It's a hen and it's wearing a tie. I don't know what that means, but it's some kind of anime thing I don't know about.
Oh, okay. I
What
have no
was the
idea.
other thing?
And the second one is I did have Hawaii on the mind because I bought, the artist of Charizard, the original creator of Charizard for Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
His name is Matsuhiro Arita, I think. He did a Batman cover. And then I was like, oh my gosh, the only place that they sold the virgin copy of that Batman #1 cover that Arita did was it in the Hawaii Comic Con. And I was like, they sold out instantly. And then, but I was like, today, randomly, I was like, let me go check out that Aloha card shop, that was selling it. And they had some still in stock because they like backfilled, I guess, from cancel orders. So I picked up a copy. So I had Hawaii on the mind today. And so I just want to shout out that I'm getting some comic books sent from Hawaii to my station. And, there you go. So we have a whole bunch of like real mahalo stuff going on this week. So there you go. I just want to shout that out to D State. Say hi to D and Hanano. And True Media is still cooking. Love to see it.
Thanks,
Oh,
John.
and kudos one more time, of course, to Millie. Like consistency is key in this industry, and day in, day out. And actually, I see you doing more VV stuff as well. Like you are just pounding the pavement. So
Thank you, sir.
That should not be taken lightly. That level of consistency. So thank you for being there for the community. We all do appreciate it.
Hell yeah, appreciate that, John. Actually, that reminds me, tomorrow, Assassin's Creed Valhalla collectibles drop. And on Sunday, brand new IP, Ren and Stimpy. For those who remember that incredible show from when we were growing up, that those NFTs are dropping because they have Paramount, which owns Nickelodeon or some shit like that. So Ren and Stimpy will be dropping on Sunday. I think that's one's going to be really, really fun. And I will have spaces for both Saturday and Sunday. I don't even have my speaker ready, so I'm just gonna leave. Have a great day.